So wanted to come to you guys today and just really talk about how important it is to build community as a female entrepreneur. In entrepreneurship, it can be very isolating. Even though we are in the culture where everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, not everybody is an entrepreneur. So with that being said, sometimes this journey can get very isolating and it can feel lonely. It also can feel like nobody around me is going through what I'm going through. So I just wanted to tell you how I have been able to build a community of women around me. And let me tell you, I'm not an extrovert at all. I am an introvert. I'm a big introvert. Let me be safe. Hold on. So, like I said, this journey can be very isolating as a female entrepreneur, especially if you are an entrepreneur like me. I have a lot of female entrepreneurs around that I know, but we're, different stages in life, different stages in business. So that's not to say that they don't support me or I'm better than them or they're better than me or anything like that. However, we're just at different stages in our lives and business. So there may be things that I can't relate to with them and there are things that they can't relate to with me. So I've isolated myself, or I've been in that situation where I was only focusing on the work that I was doing, and I began to get in a deep depression, and I began to really hate the fact that I am an entrepreneur, and I started to look at jobs and I felt like it was toxic and all these different things, but yet I know what God has called me to do, so I never gave up. Different story that came, I ended up not giving up. I almost gave up. But one of the things that really is helping me now is finding a community. Especially I wanted to talk about finding a community for female entrepreneurs who are introverts. And the reason why is because a lot of times we may feel like I am okay being at home. I'm okay. So for me, I am an introvert who functions as an extrovert when I'm comfortable. I am most comfortable at home, but there's still a part of me that really desires to go out and experience life. I like to dress up. I like, lavish things, very bougie. So there's that side of me that is extroverted. However, it takes a lot for me to get there. So with that being said, I felt like if my female friends that I am around, they're not doing these things all the time, or they, our schedules don't match and different things like that, I'm just going to be in the house. My husband always tells me, hey, you need to get out there and find some friends. And I'm like, I'm good. I got my friends that I'm good with and I don't need it. But that's not really the truth. I thought that I was good until I actually got in a community, and I am so excited about this community. So for me, it wasn't through networking. I honestly was going about business as usual, and I ended up applying for a business loan through a CDFI. And we had some more things that we needed to get to be able to get a particular business loan. And so while we were working on getting some of the things together, we were told about a specific accelerator. Now, where we are in business, we've been in business for 7 years, almost 8 years. And we have made it to a certain point in business. We're full-time entrepreneurs. We've made 6 figures. We're not I wouldn't say we're amateurs or novice. However, there are still things that we need to do to get to the next level. And so the accelerator program that we were recommended to, they were specifically in place to help individuals who may have made 6 figures get to that next level. Out of 100 business owners, they were only picking 10. My construction company, side of my husband, our construction company ended up getting chosen as one of those businesses. So we joined the accelerator program. It's like a 12-week accelerator program for construction companies. I'm loving the program. It's really giving me hitting all those dots that we were missing, crossing those dots. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's that we were missing. And so the thing that has struck me the most, though, is I expected to get the information. What I did not expect was to build a community of like-minded women, or to happen to be invited to join with other women in business-related conversations, and just having those conversations that really lead to someone feeling like, hey, I feel understood. Hey, I'm not in this alone. Hey, I got someone in my corner that I can go to and really kind of vent to, and they really understand what it is that I'm going through. And so right now I'm actually on my way to dinner with these ladies in our accelerator program, and I'm just really excited about meeting them. Well, I've met them, but we haven't really had much time to converse. I've conversed with two of them and really kind of went in a deep dive with one, and she's the one that invited me to our dinner. And so the dinner is a business meeting. It is to talk about a specific project. However, I've had another meeting with the young lady who I was telling you I did a deep dive with. And even if I did not have this meeting with all the other young women in the cohort, I'm saying young, like I'm older than them, but all the other women in the cohort, just being able to sit down with one other person, it really did something for my confidence to be able to encourage someone and have them encourage me. And it was almost like, girl, you got this. But I needed to be around other women. And a lot of times, you know, I really want to dispel that myth that there is so much cattiness in business and so much competition. You know what? Competition, I'm all for it. I'm for competition. Now, I'm not saying that I have to play dirt. Knowing that I'm in a competitive market helps me to be on top of my game. Also, understanding that competition can really sharpen your saw, sharpen your tool set. And so I'm just really excited about what's to come of this. And I just wanted to encourage you that if you are a Bossette who is in business and you're maybe a solo entrepreneur, or you're in business with your spouse, or maybe even a business partner that, you know, isn't related to you, start to look within the community. Find different accelerator programs, find different meetings to go to, even if you don't speak to anybody on that first meeting. Find something to go to in your community that just gives information, especially female entrepreneurs, but entrepreneurs in general. And I can guarantee you will find a community without really having to throw yourself out there to network, by just answering questions, asking questions, getting to know people through the information that they are providing. And then once you become comfortable, able to start really mixing and mingling without it feeling weird. So just wanted to kind of throw that piece out there. This week has been a very busy week for me in our business. It's kind of feeling like everything's all over the place, but I'm so grateful for it. So Bossettes, I don't want to take too much more time. So with that being said, go ahead and make sure you find a way to boss up today.